What up, everybody? I'm your host, JP, and this is my co host, Josh.
Hey everybody.
And welcome back to another episode of the FilmBros podcast. All right, Josh. So today we're going to be discussing a few things, a few new things that are happening out there, but not really too much. A lot of failed attempts, a lot of change ups that are not going to sit well with some actors that that we I don't like to use the word hate because we don't hate nobody, but we like to describe some things passionately and talk about it passionately. Okay, well, Josh, okay,
I
you made a face, so maybe you hate
I
somebody. I don't
might
know.
I might hate some actors and
Well, hate's a
and or
strong word. I don't
directors. I
like to
don't
use
know.
hate, right? You don't feel like it's strong?
No, I think it's perfect because if I don't like an actor or something, I'm not watching their movie. I hate everything about them. That's fine.
Well, hopefully you tuned into this one because the live action Rapunzel finally decided to come out for the live action Disney Tangled that we're going to be getting now. Obviously, we got Moana, we got that's supposed to be coming out this upcoming year. We've been having movies like The Little Mermaid. They've been tapping into all their old animated movies and basically making them into live action. We talked about this last year, a little bit in 2024 too. I think towards the end of the year, that's when these news started rolling out that maybe Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh was also, I believe, in the running to go ahead and try to star as Rapunzel at one point, and Scarlett Johansson was supposed to play the wicked godmother, stepmother, whoever she's supposed to be, right? Um, Scarlett Johansson wound up bowing out in order to basically do the Exorcist movie and the second uh, the second Jurassic Park movie, and then also Batman Part Two. So she's not involved in this movie whatsoever at all. Somebody else that wanted to be part of this movie that wanted a little phone call was Zachary Levi, and obviously he's phased out of that role. He's not going to be able to do that. Maybe as a voice actor, he could have probably still done it, but that's just not going to happen anymore. Tegan Croft, Milo Manheim, they're going to be playing Rapunzel and Flynn Rider in this live action Tangled.
I don't even know if I know them. I
I
know
don't think I've
Zachary
seen him before.
Levi is
I feel like I've seen
tweaking.
Milo Manheim before.
I feel like I've seen both of them. I just don't know in what. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I know Zachary Levi mad though. I know he mad as hell.
He put out a little thing saying that congratulations and do Flynn Rider proud.
What's his name? Milo what?
Milo Manheim. Milo Manheim. He was in Thanksgiving. He
Oh,
was in
I watched that
Thanksgiving.
one.
I don't remember him in there though. He was in Zombies 4, Zombies 3, and Journey to Bethlehem. So he's a Disney
Oh, he's a
star.
Disney
So he
actor.
so he's already within
The
that
ranks.
section. And then the girl, Tegan Croft. Let me see. So they just basically hired him up. They said, "Hey, man, you want a shot at the big leagues?" And he said, "Hell yeah, let me in there." Tegan Croft. She was in Titans. She played Raven.
Oh, so that's where I know her from. Damn,
She probably
she
looked
got old.
recognizable, but you probably just didn't because of the hair and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah,
That
she got old. I think that's what happened.
True Spirit, the Osiris child. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I guess the most notable thing she's been is in Teen Titans. She was Raven. So we're
Oh yeah.
getting two basically teenage child stars, whatever they are, right? Because
Right.
he was in the zombies movies. He wasn't a what's his name? The one that kid that passed away, R.I.P. to him. The one that was in the Adam Sandler's movies, what's his
Oh,
name?
Cameron Boyce.
Oh yeah, there you go. He was in those zombies movies too, right?
Yeah,
Or
and
was
then he
it
was
the
in
other
those
ones?
the Disney villain ones, Children
Oh,
of
it
the
was the
Villains.
villain ones. It wasn't the zombies. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
yeah, yeah.
different.
But
Okay.
they didn't look too bad. I think the movie being I question the movie being made itself. But if they're not bad. They don't look too bad.
I don't. He looks like a good Flynn Rider, to be honest. Like if I see a Flynn Rider, that's probably the Flynn Rider right there. And then to be honest, I kind of liked Florence Pugh as it, but at the same time, I mean, maybe that's just me trying to get like a big name actor front and center because at the same time, like I also feel like she'd be too old to play, kind of like a Zachary Levi. So I don't know. I to be honest, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't watch a lot of Titans, so I don't know this girl too much.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know this guy either.
Yeah,
So
we don't know him
it's
either.
just weird.
We can only
I kind
wish
of
them
want.
luck.
I always say like you got to get some notable faces for movies that people already know, right? If it's like an up and coming movie, like if this was like a Tangled and nobody knew about it, and they're like, oh, it's a Rapunzel, uh, it's their own kind of Rapunzel take or whatever, right? And these two were starred and it's a live action thing, fine. But after seeing the cartoon and you kind of make a standard of what like they might look like and stuff like that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like Coleman Tegan Croft doesn't. I feel like she doesn't have the she don't look like it too much. Yeah, I'm looking at her even like in like Raven and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't she don't scream Rapunzel to me.
I don't know. I think they most. I mean, what are her main qualities? She's gonna have to get her eyes brown or blue from blue to brown, and then um she's blonde.
Long hair, long blonde hair.
Yeah, and she's a white woman. Like that. Are those the boxes that they were checking?
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. Unless they try to pull a Little Mermaid on this.
Yeesh. I don't even
Mm-hmm.
want to. I don't even want to entertain that one.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your braids.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That doesn't sound the same.
No, it
No,
doesn't
oh,
sound the
I'm
same.
just saying. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of dip, dip, dip. I mean, I'm happy we're not getting that whole like I said. I mean, I didn't hate the mermaid. I think I hated certain aspects of what they put into that thing. I like the whole, you know, Ariel making her into a black woman. I didn't really mind that at all. There's a lot of things that these live action remakes they hit the mark on, but then they miss somewhere else. I like the last real, I would say live action remake, but it was actually like a separate story. I would say it was like Maleficent, and that shit was like years ago.
Yeah.
Like the remakes just don't play as well. I kind of like that whole thing that they were doing where they went like off on the side and told you a story from the other person's perspective, right? Then not really mess too much with the main story, but basically just showing a different motivation on another person's POV. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little skeptical with these live action movies.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say that too. That like we can only question how they're making it, what they're doing to it, because they
Hmm.
like to spin it on their heads and do the whole like she doesn't need the man and all that stuff, trying to like push her. They're I feel like they're the ones that you see the agenda very blatant. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So we can only hope that they're sticking to what the movie is and just making it live action, and then it's fine. Like we're chilling. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna get the horse and we're gonna get the chameleon, and they're funny, so it'll be
Oh,
fine.
the chameleon's gonna be cool.
Yeah, that'll be cool to see.
If they want to make it a live action Frozen, they got to put these two in a cameo.
Oh yeah,
You remember like that little Easter egg that a lot of people saw? I guess they see the two of them, not these two obviously, but the cartoon versions. You see
yeah.
them walking into the castle for Frozen during their
Oh
like
yeah,
ball scene or
I
something.
remember that. Yeah,
So there needs to be a little cameo when that happens.
yeah.
We need to see
They
that.
got a hint at that. Yeah.
But let us know what you guys think. Something to start us off with. I thought we are gonna bag on Zachary Levi a little bit more, but it was more fleeting than what I thought. So I mean, satisfying,
Growth,
but not,
growth. We like
growth.
growth
Yeah,
around
there
here.
you go.
Growth.
In the big 2026, we don't
We
punch
don't
down.
dunk on Zachary Levi. He's already down. We're just gonna wait till he's up
Oh,
again.
yes. Yeah, wait till he's up. Yes. Let us know what you guys think. We're moving on. Josh, one thing that I wanted to get out of the way. I know that we're gonna eventually get a fourth one and it's gonna complete the set, but I'm assuming that we could probably do the fourth one because I don't want it to be too bloated on our next episode. At least for now, we're gonna talk a little bit about Marvel. Marvel since the beginning of December, or at least middle of December, when Avatar Fire and Ash had released. We did talk about that. Apparently, there was a rumor going around that we're going to get possibly trailers, four different trailers for the upcoming Avengers Doomsday teaser trailers, which will eventually lead up to what I'm assuming is gonna be like a big event, Doomsday trailer that timeline looking, we're probably gonna get it during the Super Bowl. It's
Right.
gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be a big splash, which I'm kind of down for. They've been putting these teasers and changing the teasers every single week. We're already on the last teaser. It's kind of leaked already. Apparently that one has like Shuri and what's his name? The dude,
Oh, the
the water
Wakanda
guy,
guy. Oh, Namor.
Namor.
The
It
water
has.
guy. What
Oh
the
yeah,
hell?
Namor, Namor. I think it featured the Thing in there as well. Reed Richards. So I mean, there's a lot of people in that final trailer. Can't wait to see it. These first few trailers, the first one that we got that was basically revealed to the world. A lot of people were like, "Oh, are we gonna just get these as theater exclusives and only get cam rips?" And then Marvel was like, "Well, no. After the trailer drops, we'll wait about a week and then we're dropping the trailer on the online." And that's what that's basically has been the routine for them these past few weeks. The first one we got was Steve Rogers, basically introducing him back into the fold. The following week we wound up getting Thor. I believe he's praying in the trailer. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
he's praying to
um,
Odin.
yeah, and then this third trailer, I believe it's the X-Men trailer. um, so we have all these different trailers. I thought we could react to it on here. I don't know if you watched them all completely through. I've seen clips, I've seen pictures, but I have not sat through every single trailer um, through and through. I thought we could do that on here. So I mean, I don't know if you've seen it, but
I,
this is kind of
I
fresh for
haven't
me.
I haven't seen all of them. I mean I saw the first one because that one played in front of Avatar, but I haven't bothered to look at the other ones. So that's gonna be interesting.
That's right. You got to experience one in the theaters. Very good. Very good. Let's jump into it though.
That's
Okay.
right. I forgot about the Doomsday Clock. I remember seeing that and
Hmm.
thinking that was the coolest shit. Uh, I'm not gonna show
Probably
the.
hearing it in the theater must have been
Oh
amazing.
yeah,
Just hearing that.
tick tick
Yeah.
tick. Especially since our theater had like special Dolby sound and all that shit. It was sick. But
Hmm.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna sit here and shed a fake tear. You know what I mean? I'm not like some people, but I like it. I fuck with it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think it invokes some kind of like nostalgic feeling, which
Hmm.
I think that's the goal with all of these. Where like it feels like it's gonna be nostalgic and triumphant to see him back. I know they didn't really say anything about where he's been since he gave Sam the shield, so it's gonna be very conflicting stuff to see Steve living his life up until that point, I guess, before it gets interrupted by what I'm assuming is Doctor Doom in them.
Hmm.
So yeah, no, I like it. I think it just makes me feel good.
Yeah, I think it's a feel good trailer for sure. One thing that it kind of brings for me is kind of like how sorely missed these characters are to the MCU. I think like Captain America and RDJ, like they obviously Captain America and Iron Man, those two we kind of started with them, and we all kind of knew that we are gonna end it with them. But I think one thing that people did not expect was that we're gonna continue this universe without them, right? I think a lot of people thought when Endgame happened, it was gonna be a complete reboot, start all over, get fresh cast, fresh characters, um, and because I feel like because they didn't do that, there's always been like that. Obviously, if you reboot, there's always gonna be like that comparison of like what came before is better, or what came after is better, whatever, blah blah blah, right? But if you don't ever give that comparison, now we always have like the highest highs within the MCU, and then you have the lowest lows, right? And if you will never reach those highest highs unless you bring back the characters that we've invested so much into, right? If they wanted to keep continue and not build up that investment as heavily as they did when they first introduced Iron Man and Captain America, then they should have never. They should have just they should have just completely said, hey, we're gonna reboot and we're gonna just start from scratch. Because if you're not giving us that same kind of like writing and everything, then we miss that. And not only do we miss that, but we miss those characters that you did that for, right? Because now you're
Yeah,
giving us these new characters that you're not really doing too much for,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, the Russos, I think they even said that this is basically Avengers like 4 and 5, and it's going to be a direct connection to their third installment of Endgame, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're just gonna sidestep everybody, but also not. They're gonna be like, you know what? We need y'all. You guys are part of the universe, so come on. But we're gonna focus on our core people, and I mean, they get the characters and the sandbox, but they're not gonna be the
You
ones
think
that we focus on too much.
would it be fucked up if we see like the OG six Avengers survive and then we see like the Thunderbolts get thrashed and like I mean maybe Fantastic Four gets to stay because it made some decent money, but we got to think of numbers here, baby. Like maybe Shuri can go, maybe Shuri can get like a good spear to the heart one for one. I think a lot of people like Namor, so we can keep him. We don't have to really, we don't got to dust him, but Shuri could take like three spears for sure.
I think they said Damson Idris is gonna be
That was a rumor
the
too.
replacement.
That was a rumor for T'Challa and everything like that. So I mean, eventually will we get a portal scene where we'll see that happen? I don't know. Will that still play an issue into the issues that we've been having here within phases 4 and 5, where like they introduce people and then we never see them again? I just think I think that they need to kind of keep it to this like contained field, and I would just say as a gag, just completely you know throw Echo in there and just watch her get thrashed by Doom. Oh, would that be
Well,
sad?
we're not gonna keep everybody. All right, everybody who got a movie is staying.
We're not throwing it. They die off screen. It's like, oh no, Echo, she died in the streets of um the Hell's
Matt
Kitchen or whatever.
Matt Murdock, the Punisher, all those people, they're gonna be suffering inside of Hell's Kitchen. We're not taking them. We're not taking them out.
Oh, so we're not gonna even see a Punisher get kind of ripped up in Doomsday.
I
Him
don't
trying to
know.
just like dumb clips and Doom's just like
What are you doing?
tanking him.
What are you doing here? he just looks at him.
No.
I
And
don't
then
know.
when the last clip doesn't work, you just see him go wait.
I could see Frank doing like a suicide bomber kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I can see him sacrificing himself that way.
Yeah. He's just like, let me tell you something, Doom, and then boom. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's what I feel.
John Berthold's signature thing is like, let me tell you something.
He just blows up. I've
And
been rolling
Doom's
around,
like,
always looking down. He just blows up. It's
I'm just
that
saying.
cute.
Okay, so maybe they don't get movies. Maybe they don't get movies.
It all depends
Would it be
on
fucked if we
Punisher's
kind
special.
of, huh?
It all
Oh, on a
depends on
special,
his special and how he looks in Spider Man.
he gets a Doomsday armor.
Yeah, we might be cooking. I don't know. I don't know. He's worn the War Machine armor before, so
Mm, mm-hmm. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I could just, I could just think like Doom swatting him like that giant. What is it? The scrollers on Kong Island when he was like holding the grenades and then like
he
he
just
just kind of
swipes
like
at him.
flicks them into a wall. Like imagine just the Punisher just dumping clips and Doom just kind of like flings his shit into a wall and it's like splat. It's over. It's over. He doesn't get up after that. So we don't. Yeah, I guess we don't use them because Doom seems to be able to like shred through them very easily.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe like obviously Spider-Man and Shang-Chi can kind of take it, but a spear to the chest is a spear to the chest. You feel me?
Right, right,
I just want to see Doom ripping out Thanos. That's something I got to see. Here we're at the second trailer. Oh, but yeah. So I mean, we got a little sidetracked. But yeah, Steve Rogers and all that stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, I think bringing them back is gonna. It has that nostalgic feeling because it's that nostalgia that everybody wants to get back to, right? Like we're not in a different universe or anything like that. We just want to bring back the characters that we kind of built a connection to, right? The next one that we have is the Thor one. Like I said, this is the one that I didn't see. I don't think I've seen at all. I've seen just pictures of him like kneeling next to his axe hammer.
right.
I forgot what it's called. Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker.
Let's jump into it though. Yep. Yeah.
Father, all my life, I have answered every call. To honor, duty, to war. But now fate has given me something I never sought. A child. A life untouched by the storm. Lend me the strength of the old fathers. So that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her. Not as a warrior, but as warmth. To teach her not battle, but stillness. The kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words.
Oh,
That's a really good. That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
oh,
And
I,
him putting his daughter into the movie. I mean, he probably
amazing.
had a contract for that. He was like, "Hey, look," he's like, "My daughter she gets a role. Okay, she gets to be in there.
Oh yeah,
She looks like him too."
yeah. I mean, we can't lose the whole what they set up. We can only move forward. Oh man, that looks good. I can't even. I like
Hmm.
that. I like that so much. The if like that's the thing. This is what I was always talking about. Fuck Taika Waititi. The Russos know how to make a character serious. That's it. I think even when they were trying to make a joke about him in Endgame and stuff, yeah, he was Fat Thor, but I mean, he was dealing with serious shit. You know what I mean? He was depressed and everything, and I think that
I think he was
scene.
handled well in Infinity War. I don't think he was handled well in Endgame
I
at
don't
all.
know. I liked both. I think in
I
Infinity
mean,
War.
I could respect the journey that he went on, but I do believe that that's kind of like it was playing into that whole Taika Waititi thing what he did with in Ragnarok. And I feel like that was kind of like the leeway that they had to turn him that way in Love and Thunder because the audience watched Endgame and I'm assuming Marvel thought we ate that up and we liked them at a good spot in Ragnarok. I personally did. I know that you say you didn't. But Infinity War was like that. It was like the perfect Thor for the little bit of time that we got, and it was just. I thought that was great, and then in Endgame, I don't know that whole Fat Thor stuff was just. I mean, like I said, I could respect the journey. I just didn't really care for any of it.
I don't know because I still feel like they took him like the most serious. He was dealing with what he was dealing with, and yes, it was they play on it. They joke with him that yeah we get scenes of him yelling at people on Fortnite and all that stuff, but like the scenes where they made him feel like he was actually like depressed and he was looking for validation.
Yeah, when he was like talking to his mom and
Yeah,
all that
his
stuff.
mom, the feeling that he's still worthy, him wanting to just
Uh-huh.
help, even because he feels like it was kind of his fault. Like, I think the Russos know exactly what they're doing, and they're erasing Taika Waititi, which is just amazing. Chef kiss, like that's my chills, chills. The whole
I
time
would
I
say
was like,
Marvel
that's
should
hype.
just erase Taika.
That's fucking
Marvel
hype.
should have Marvel should erase Taika
The
Waititi
James
altogether.
Gunn and the Taika Waititi effect, they gotta go. They gotta go.
I don't know. This one was a good trailer though. This one was a
That
good
was a
trailer.
really good trailer.
I can't
Oh my
even be upset
gosh.
about that one. This is the one where uh this is the one where an OG didn't leave, right? They made it through. They made it through the shit and everything like that. They made a couple shit movies themselves. Um, I mean, the first one, uh, I want to say it's like a what 80-20 split when it comes down to like maybe 80% of people like it, 20% people probably hate the first one. The second one, everybody hates. I don't think there's a split. Probably like 10% of people probably like that movie.
Age of Ultron?
Um, No, I'm talking about the Dark World.
Oh, I was like, oh, what the heck? I don't.
If you want to do Age of Ultron, that one's kind of like a split movie too.
I like Age of Ultron. I like.
People like them. People like them in the Avengers. People like them in Age of Ultron.
I
I
thought
mean,
it was a
I
little
feel like people
silly.
didn't mind them. I feel like a lot of people kind of scrutinize the whole movie as a whole.
I kind of enjoyed the first two Thors, and then other than that, I only like them in the Avengers movies. So you might have a point. You know what I mean? I think the Taika Waititi effect and the James Gunn effect, they got to go.
Oh, they gonna go. They gonna go. But yeah, this is the kind of Thor that we want to be seeing. Don't get me wrong, we want to see all powerful Thor, but we want to see the Thor that also is kind of like struggling with something. That's something that
He's
I
exactly
feel
where
like
Tony was in Endgame. He's gonna
Love and
die.
Thunder wasn't. Huh? You think Thor's gonna die?
Yeah,
He has a kid. Can't
exactly.
die.
I mean, that's what they did. That's what they did to Iron Man. That's what I'm thinking.
Nah, they're gonna give him a home with his daughter, and they're probably gonna bring him back as like old man Thor later on down the road.
That'd be fucking cool. All right, I'm with the idea. If it doesn't happen, I'm blaming you. I'll be like, hey, you and your
Old
ideas
man Thor.
suck.
Well, okay, we got to be honest. If he gets Alzheimer's, it's probably not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, but if he gets like, if they do it before all that, and then he gets like the gray beard and stuff, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That will be hard, but if he gets Alzheimer's in the next few years, it's probably not gonna happen. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, this is obviously Thor. Thor's a main player that's like I said, he made it through the shit. He's been through his own movies, been scrutinized multiple times. This is a return to form. And last but not least, I mean, we do have the fourth trailer coming out. We'll probably react to that one next week. But our third, this is supposed to be the X-Men trailer. This one's gonna actually help us figure out whether or not that photo that we saw that was on Reddit and shit like that was being spread around, whether it was AI or not. So that's gonna be pretty cool
Oh yeah,
to
I
kind
forgot about
of
that.
to kind of see. But yeah, if for our first rip, dude, we already kind of see the X Mansion, so I'm kind of excited. I've seen the clip or not the clip, the pictures of like Cyclops beaming in the sky. I kind of want to sit through it. So let's just jump right
Let's
in,
go.
right?
Death comes for us all. That's all I know for sure. The question isn't, are you prepared to die? The question is, who will you be when you close your eyes?
great stuff.
Blueprint moment. I'm not.
This one kind of feels like a curveball a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, Cyclops, like I said, Skybeam. You gotta love Cyclops being in agony. You gotta love the beaming and all that stuff. And it looks epic. It looks cool. I gotta say, Magneto's looking a little old. Professor X is looking a little old too. You know,
I know they're the OGs, and I know I love them. I pay respect to them. But McAvoy and Fassbender were right there, so I hope we still get them at
yeah.
some point. I hope we still get them at some point. I'd love seeing them, but yeah, you're right. And I don't know how much they're gonna end up doing with them. I hope they're not just there for like, oh, my X Men and my mutants, the Brotherhood, they must work together, all that stuff, and then they die. I hope they actually do something. But again, how much
Hmm.
can you expect them to do in their age? I don't know. I know the Russo brothers will probably cook it up, but to hear them talk and share scenes together makes me feel good. I like it.
And my thing is that like I mean yeah, and exactly that Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy was there. Uh, I gotta wait to confirm this with the next trailer and possibly with like the official trailer, but for the most part, these trailers are kind of hitting me like this is what's gonna happen before Doom basically comes in and fucks shit up. Like Chris Evans, he's possibly like right there cradling his baby, getting everything ready, and then boom, Doom's gonna like smash his house in, and Peggy's gonna go and be like, "We're tired of her. We're tired of seeing her throughout the multiverse," or some shit like that, or
Yeah.
because she's kind of like that main thing in the whole cartoon or whatever. And then possibly in the Thor one, that's probably right before he's gonna go off and help the rest of them because he's basically been thrashed around by Doom this whole fucking time or whatever, right? And then in this X-Men one, that's probably happening right before, like I said, either they go in and pull him out. Like my hope is that this isn't like a multiverse of madness. Like we're just gonna get a sneak peek into it, and then we're just gonna like dip right out. You know what I mean? And I understand you can't sit through everything, and maybe we'll get a little bit of like that whole because I kind of trusted a little bit more because in Infinity War we got that whole time travel thing where we were like going to different times and blah 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 or whatever. But for the most part, we've kind of been Deadpool and Wolverine did the same thing too, where you kind of talk about what happens in that universe. You see a little bit, you get invested in it, and it kind of brings you down as an audience member because you don't get enough. They don't give you enough. When's enough for like a sneak peek into a different? I guess the best way to put it is like a different movie.
Right. And you can only hope because it'll be like, oh man, I want to see what these characters have been. I mean, especially since these this is kind of like not our X Men technically.
Mm.
Alternate X Men. They're wearing the '90s suits. Our X Men wear leather. Like that's the big
And I
thing.
mean, if you remember, Cyclops fucking died in the last stand.
He died in the last stand.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna get Jean Grey. You know what I mean? We're getting X2 Nightcrawler. So, like,
We're supposed to be getting Mystique back too.
yeah. See, so we're getting like the whole gang back together. But we're gonna be told that this is not from our universe. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. I'm excited. That's all I got, man. And I'm pretty sure you're right. Like I'm pretty sure this is like them like gearing up for the big battle or something like that. Well, Thor anyway. You know what I mean? Because they're all living like peaceful lives. I mean, not Cyclops. He's clearly going through something, but
Mm.
everybody is gearing up, living lives that they're supposed to be living,
I'm just
and
saying,
then they're gonna get called back.
Professor X's mansion didn't look too good either. So I mean,
It looked
they
empty.
didn't look. They looked like they were going to. I mean, Chris Evans, he looked like he was having the time of his life. He was like, "This baby, it's a white baby, it's my baby." Captain America 2 right here.
My yeah, my fucking baby. Yeah, my superhero baby.
Falcon, give up the shield, God damn it!
Give it to my baby.
It was a loner. How about that one? Um, and then yeah, well, Thor seems like his is gonna be like he's been kind of fucked around this whole time, and now it's time for him to kind of like get his ass up and get up in there kind of thing or whatever. So I mean, well, that is that how it's gonna play? Maybe you know, maybe that's a fake out, and Thor's just gonna play flag football in a second with his kid and the other kids that we saw in Love and Thunder. I don't know.
Oh, jeez. Don't do this to me. I know the Russos look like they're cooking, so I don't know.
But yeah, it looks they all look good. I think that's what I'm afraid of when it comes to Doomsday. Everything looks nice. I gotta wait to confirm it with next week. Everything looks good so far. X-Men being thrown in there is kind of like a curveball because you haven't seen them in years, literal years. And then I mean, Chris Evans being put in there, that's that nostalgic feeling you were wanting to feel. Thor was that all triumphant feeling. I gotta say that X-Men one was the one I was like, okay. Okay, them too? Yeah, right. Like that's the one where you're like, yeah, this look epic, but you got to think about it. What's going on here, right?
What can
So,
they do?
what can they do? We gotta wait for the next one. But I mean, looking good so far.
Yes,
Doomsday got a Doomsday ticket from you?
that's right. Yep, day one, a day one ticket. I can't lie.
Right, right, right. I have to wait to see what happens with that. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be I'm invested in it up until we get a trailer. And like I said, we'll probably get one during the Super Bowl.
It's time to start the movie marathon. The event, the Marvel universe, the Marvel universe. That's it's time to start
So
it.
what are you gonna do? Are you gonna watch the Infinity Saga and then just skip 4 and 5 and then just wait for Doomsday? It ends at Endgame,
Uh,
is what you're telling me.
I think there's a certain amount of ones. Like I'm pretty sure, like we have to watch Fantastic Four. We gotta watch Thunderbolts. Maybe
Hmm.
if one or two of the Disney Plus shows. Obviously, Doctor Strange 2. I think Wakanda Forever. And then I think you can skip just about everything else.
You know, I
I'm
don't think
gonna
we're
watch.
seeing Echo and Doomsday.
I'm gonna skip Ant-Man 3. You know what I mean? I'm gonna skip Marvels 2. Like, we gonna skip the bad ones.
Ant-Man 3 as King.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't do
What if
anything.
in the beginning scenes you see Kang getting his fucking ship pushed in by Doom?
That would be the fourth time we've seen him get his shit kicked in by someone else.
But this is the you know this is the big bat. This is the one. I guess the power scaling doesn't work because Scott Lang beat one up, right?
Exactly.
It's like, oh, Scott Lang could do it. Obviously, Doom could do it.
Doctor Doom is squashing these motherfuckers. Like that's the way it goes.
But I think I told you this like a couple years ago when this was kind of like getting announced and all that stuff. But like, what they really need to do is kind of like just have him in there just thrashing Kang. Just I think that there was that one thing where it's like, um, where Doom like rips Thanos' spine out, right? Like
Yeah.
in the MCU, they need to have like a Kang meeting or something. Like that whole council need to be there, and Doom just needs to walk out. Like you don't even need to show the whole thing. Probably just the aftermath, like him just, Jason Statham and Furious 7 just walking out, dude. Just badass music playing behind it and shit like
Yeah,
that. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. Get Vin Diesel on the soundtrack or something.
Vin Diesel, no. But yeah, I see the vision. I mean, I would be down for something like that. You know what I mean? Establish that this guy's a real threat, even though we haven't seen him in forever. So I guess that's cool. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to walk that route.
How would you want your Doom introduced? And how would you write out Kang, I guess?
Well, they already wrote out Kang.
I
That's the
mean, that's
thing.
what you say. That's what you say with the TVA, but I mean,
I would
Loki season 2 and whatnot.
Loki season 2 was great. I need you to shut up. What I would have done, obviously, is I would have recasted. I think I would have recasted. I think if this was the route that they were gonna go, I mean, it wasn't, but if this was the route they were gonna take with the Russo brothers and stuff, I would have recasted him along the way. Try and build him up in the time span that we have, and then if Doom wants to come back and be like, "Hey, this multiverse ain't yours. We got bigger threats than you," and then stomp him out, I would have been fine with that. That's the way I would have done it.
Okay. Okay. That like a build up. But I mean, in the time what do you want to see in Doomsday as the time that we have now though? Like in the beginning moments of Doomsday, how do we establish Doom as a threat? And how would you want that to kind of be showcased?
Stomp out, not only stomp out, not only. God, because that's the thing. You think about the movie and it starts to hurt your brain because it's like, what are we doing? But you got to stomp out Kang. You got to find a way to do that, and then you got to find a way to stomp out everybody else. That's the way. That's the way to go. I wonder why they're still
Are we
keeping
gonna? Are we?
RDJ a secret.
You think we're gonna get like a kind of like what happened with Thanos in Infinity War, where he already kind of had one of the stones, like he was already like midway in his mission, or like I guess 10% in.
Oh yeah, and we just see like he destroyed the whole ship and all that. That'd be something I'd
Mm-hmm.
like to see. Like he just shows up into the council one day and just starts going in. Like that'd be fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. Like one of the kings runs in and is like, "Oh my God, he's followed me through the portal. He's been killing us for like weeks or some shit like that, right?" And
Yeah.
then he just kind of walks in and just boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah,
boom, boom,
yeah.
boom. I don't know. Get the dude who made the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack
Exactly.
in
Yeah.
the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Do some
That'd be
good shit.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like start blowing everything down, and then yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I guess that'd be a cool way to like introduce them. But I mean, we don't know what they have in store. What if we just kind of like, it's like, oh, he's been here the whole time in the shadows, just working everything. You kind of see like flashbacks to WandaVision. He's kind of like in the background and shit like that and all that.
Jeez. I think other than like the Fantastic Four, which I think he should have been there for, like he should have
He
been.
doesn't
They
really
should have been
belong.
implementing him. If the Russo brothers were fucking establishing the whole him through the whole fucking post credit scenes, they should have found a way to fit him somewhere.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's where I say they should have probably reshot something to kind of fit him in. Maybe show him at the table in Fantastic Four, but that's where that like uncertainty with this movie comes in, where it's like Doomsday was kind of made in a haste, right? Like they pivoted when they made this movie, but at the same time, they pivoted hard to the point where you feel confident or hoping that you feel somewhat confident that they are taking it seriously and they're going to provide something of value when they put it out. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, they did pivot kind of fucking hard, didn't they? Like it in a short amount of time, and even to the point where they couldn't even like put RDJ in Fantastic Four. Maybe it just cost too much too. That could possibly been it too. But I mean, that's like that's it's a no-brainer. You should have at least started laying down the foundation a while ago, not just put a movie called Doomsday and just assume everybody's just gonna be. That's what I'm saying. Chris Evans, nostalgia. Thor, obviously, it's like a coming back to form because we kind of feel like we lost him. X-Men feels eh, why? It's weird because we haven't seen him, so it's gonna feel the same way with Doom too. It's gonna be like, well, what is he here? Why is he this big bad? Why is this that? Like, there's a big shoes to fill, and there's a little bit of time to kind of do it. So
Yeah, but in the Russos we trust. That's the way we're moving.
that's what I'm hoping. Him and RDJ. I'm hoping like because I'm assuming RDJ has a big influence in this movie as well. He's kind of always had like his hand within like the movies that he's been in, and they've always come out really good. And if RDJ personally chose the Russos and they're working well together, then I mean I trust the vision. I'm just more like this could be a really good pit crew, or this
Yeah,
could be like a really good bandage pit crew. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
They either gonna put it together and make it last another 5 years, or they gonna do their best to stick the landing and go out on an injury. That's it. That's all.
Like I'm
That's what it
tired of
is.
patch up jobs within the MCU. I'm tired of like, oh yeah, we're doing so good. And even though I personally didn't really like love it that much, I mean like, oh yeah, we're doing bad, and it's like Wakanda Forever. It does kind of decent. And then it's like, oh, it's a bad movie, bad show. And then oh, it's Deadpool and Wolverine, which is kind of decent. And it's like, you know what I mean? I just don't want it to be like that anymore. We need better teams out of this, right?
Right. I agree. 100%.
Yeah. All right. Let us know what you guys think, though. We're gonna move on from these Doomsday trailers. So we're gonna be getting that fourth one pretty soon. I mean, I've seen kind of like some concept trailers out there, but I want to wait for the official release. So we'll wait for that. Check out the trailers right now. They are on YouTube. Moving on, Josh. Rumors. Blade canceled. No more Blade solo movie, but still possibly Marsha Ali as Blade in a Midnight Suns movie. I don't know. According to Jeff Snyder, somebody that we've always talked about on here as well, hit and miss for sure. So maybe take it with a grain of salt. Apparently, Marvel Studios has scrapped the plans for the standalone Blade film and will now introduce the character as part of a team up movie instead. Um, and on the hot mic, they are saying that he will be introduced in a Midnight Suns movie. So we might be getting a Midnight Suns movie from Marvel. Mahershala Ali, sadly, I mean, even I don't even know if he might stay. He might just be to the point where like I don't even want to be Blade anymore. Um, if he does stay, then we'll see him beside some Midnight Suns characters. If he doesn't, then well, I guess we get somebody else in the role.
Yeah, I mean, I no harm, no foul. You know what I mean? Like, if I guess if it didn't happen, it what can we do? I
What
get,
could have been is glorious though.
I know the Marvel just see gets real creative, and unless it's fucking the Russos or uh, what's his name who did the Black Panther, like I guess they push back on criticism. They're just like, hey man, you're being too difficult. No movie for you. Like that's like that's the way they feel about it sometimes.
Yeah.
We're like, what do you mean we can't have a big third battle fight? Like, what do you like? It's
Hmm.
so dumb. I think they're fumbling, and I don't know when the fuck we'll get a Midnight Suns movie, but they are fumbling.
Yeah. It, it's kind of a fumble. I mean, who would be in the Midnight Suns roster? I mean, we'll probably get that Night dude from Eternals. Haven't seen him in forever. A Blade. Do we see Daredevil on there?
No,
Punisher, maybe?
Punisher, yes. It's like a team of like anti-hero, like supernatural people. So it's like him, it's Punisher, it's Ghost Rider,
I'm
it's
just.
Doctor Strange, Moon Knight. Yeesh, I
Mm,
don't know if we'll see Moon Knight again, but yeah, like those. That's like who's on the team.
they'll probably stick Daredevil in there too.
Maybe, but he's the only one that doesn't kill, so it's okay.
I'm trying to think if he killed in any of the seasons. I'm trying to think.
No,
I feel like he murdered somebody
no, he didn't.
by accident.
No,
By accident.
he just makes them drink out of straws. That's it.
Oh well, much like Batman. Yeah, I like I said, this is a what could have been moment. Like I said, you probably haven't seen it yet, and it's choke you through the camera for sure when you disappoint me right now. But if you haven't seen him in Luke Cage, he's fucking great in Luke Cage. And that the fact that, like when he said that, first of all, I was like, continuity, MCU. How is he going to come back and actually be in Blade or whatever? And then they're still bringing Luke Cage into the MCU. So it's like, can it still actually happen? I don't know. That's something that where like continuity kind of gets kind of weird. But I was like, yeah, he would be cool as Blade. He's been an amazing actor and all that stuff. This is a fumbled opportunity for Disney and Marvel. If he does stay for a Midnight Suns movie, the no-brainer would be a Blade spinoff right after that. Like,
Yeah,
why would you put him in a Midnight Suns movie but scrap your Blade movie? Like, push the Blade movie back, move the Midnight Suns movie forward, make a compelling case to give him a solo film, and then do his spinoff on the side.
yeah, but no, who knows what they're doing over there? You know what I mean? Maybe they're just not a priority for the Russos. I don't know. I just know that they're fumbling this one, for sure. See, for every W that the MCU gets, there's some fuckery to be had, and they still have an L.
Something's got to give.
They're just like, hey, put everything on the back burner. We're playing in the sandbox, but we don't need anyone else right now.
Uh, Moon Knight on the roster sounds crazy.
If we ever see Oscar Isaac again, who knows?
That's true. Do we get Echo on the Midnight Suns
No,
roster? Why do I keep bringing her up?
stay
She
far,
just
far away.
came up and it just hasn't stopped. It's crazy. But yeah, Marvel canceling their plans. This is one of those ones where it's a fumble, it's a missed opportunity. This is a sad one in my opinion. This is the one where I was kind of like hoping for, and they kept pushing it back and saying, "Hey, we're getting new writers, new directors, new this, new that, new whatever, blah blah blah," and it just didn't go. It just didn't go. Apparently, Ryan Coogler came out. That's who you were talking about as well, who made
Yeah,
Black Panther.
his name
Ryan
just
Coogler
escaped
had
me.
came out saying that sinners got their wardrobe from the failed Blade movie that they were gonna make.
Yeah, so they're just handing off parts of the movie that they still have yet to make. That's I guess that's where we're at.
So sad. So sad. Let us know what you guys think about a Blade movie cancellation. Midnight Suns movie could be around the corner. I don't know. Who would you want to see on the roster? That's the question for sure.
Yeah.
Who would you want to see on that roster? Um, would you want to still see a Blade movie with Marshall Ali? And if he gets recasted, who would we put? Who would we put as a recasted Blade nowadays? And Marshall Ali says we can't do it. Will Smith. Just kidding.
Jeez, he's just as old.
Jaden Smith. Just kidding.
Why are you? I don't know. I don't know. I think they fumbled the pick. I don't think they should do a Blade movie if he doesn't do it. I think
You
they
don't
should.
think Idris Elba as a Blade?
No, sir. I just Elba is too busy doing other stuff.
Okay. Michael B. Jordan?
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, maybe if he's not planning another Creed movie, maybe.
He was already Killmonger. You can't.
Oh shit, that's right.
You could only do that to one person, and if he was in a obscure TV show that not a lot of people watch, not
Yeah,
even
I guess you can't
the
get away with
co-host
it.
to this damn podcast, then
Yeah,
I guess it's fine.
yeah, you can't. All right.
That kind of seemed a little direct, right?
Yeah, what the fuck was that? What the fuck? I'm out here trying
I've
to
been telling
think.
you to watch Luke Cage for years. Years. Years, and you haven't sat and watched it. It makes me upset.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
because technically, until I see him in Daredevil, he's not canon right now, so it's okay.
He's been. If you watched The Defenders, he was canon.
I watched the Defenders
All right. Well, why didn't you watch Luke Cage? I don't know.
because he's not. It's not canon technically.
I wouldn't say Iron Fist season 1, but Iron Fist season 2 with Luke Cage in it goes.
Yeah, they're the heroes for hire. That's the duo right there.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, that's something that you'd never watched.
Yeah, but I know the
I've been
team.
telling you.
I've been familiar with the team. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you gotta watch the show.
I'll get to it.
I'll
eventually.
give you Jessica Jones if you don't want to watch Jessica Jones. I could give it to you, even though, in my opinion, Jessica Jones has one of like the best villains on Netflix. Take that as like however you want to take it. One of the best villains on Netflix. I thought Marshall Ali was like the best villain on Netflix, but no, the dude in Jessica Jones is. I think he's the guy that plays Doctor Who and all that stuff. What's
Yeah,
his name?
I don't know his name, but yeah, he is one of the doctors. Yeah.
Yeah. So he does an amazing villain, but Marshall Ali, second place for sure. I thought he was first, but then that show came out and
We're just
it's great.
we're just
You don't have to watch it, but it's great. Not the second season of Jessica Jones.
We're,
So
we're
now you
just
can't have all winners.
we're just making shit up, man. Because Wilson Fisk will forever be that guy. Okay, I don't want to hear it.
He was.
He is.
He got dethroned. I'm telling you, if you watch Luke Cage, you'll understand. But you haven't, so you don't, and you won't.
If you watch a
can't.
show that's not canon, he is. Like that's essentially what you're telling me. I'm not. I don't know if I'm.
It
Watching.
was canon when it was releasing, and then it got non-canon because you waited too long. You see how long you wait for shit to non-canonize? That's how long you wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, yeah.
It's some bullshit, dude. It's some bullshit. It's bullshit. What are you gonna get to Luke Cage? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll get there eventually.
Hopefully soon. Gotta like pay you to watch the damn thing. We'll have to wait and see.
No.
Let us know what you guys think, though. Moving on, Josh, Sony, hallelujah. Okay, after getting the book thrown at them multiple times, after multiple years, okay, Sony has finally come to their senses. Apparently, the studio has now, according to industry insiders, are now more open to allowing Spider-Man villains to jump over into the MCU at a more rapid rate, more open, I guess, open-minded to like the story when it comes down to the way that the MCU wants to use or utilize their characters. Obviously, we know since 2018 when the first Venom released, uh, um, Sony went on this endeavor, right? They said, "Hey, we're gonna make a deal with the MCU. You guys can use Spider-Man, that's fine, but we call the shots on who gets to be in your movie. You don't get access to all the characters because hold on, wait a minute. we're gonna make our own spin-offs over here. We're gonna make money not on Spider-Man himself, but on the villains. We're gonna make villain Spider-Man adjacent movies, right? Oh, Sony, but are you gonna put Spider-Man in there? Oh, and Sony was like, well, that's to be seen, right? And he's like, "No, just wait.
They never showed up in
Probably,
any of them.
we're probably gonna go ahead and put Spider-Man in a bunch of trailers and never mention him in any movie." Like that was Sony's like thinking the way that they were going about it. They said, okay, so they made the deal with the MCU. The MCU has to put a MCU character within their Spider-Man movie and also Spider-Man villains and whatever and blah blah, whatever they approve of. Venom was in the MCU for a little bit, but then was retconned because they wanted to go ahead and do Venom 3. Morbius became a staple to pop culture, not in the best way possible, but in a different way, right? It's Morbin. It's Morbin
Right, right,
time.
right.
Craven was one of their last endeavors within this universe, and it was just completely ignored. I believe Madam Web was the laughing stock of the that whole franchise, that whole
Jeez.
whatever villain thing they were doing. After all those years, failed attempts, like I said, this started back in 2018. They finally come to their senses and said, "Hey, you know what, Marvel? We're doing really good in the video game space. We're doing very good in the whole comic book space. We still got to pay you a percentage when it comes to those. You guys have full reign. Go ahead and do whatever you guys got to do for our Spider-Man movies, and we'll just oversee them, basically." So, I mean, a win for Marvel, a win for comic book fans, a win for Spider-Man fans when it comes down to Spider-Man fans within the MCU. That means Venom is no longer under lock and key. That means Craven can be used within the MCU. That means Morbius, if they ever want to give it another chance or another go around. Um, this is exciting times to be a Spider-Man fan.
Yeah. I mean, now that the MCU is rebooting and stuff like that, they could probably do something like that. So that's cool. I like that. I fuck with the vision. I just, I don't know, man. I mean, at some point, Tom Holland's gonna want to hang it up. So what are we gonna do then? Who knows? Um, Other than that, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good idea. I think it should have been sooner for sure. I think wasting your time on a failed villain universe was kind of dumb. But hey, I guess Pascal and AVA Rod finally got their shit together. I don't know. But yeah, no, that's fucking. This is good. This is good stuff.
Still can't believe Kevin Feige cracked Amy Pascal so well that he has access to Spider-Man villains now.
Now
Like
you
he's
got,
like,
yeah,
damn.
it's
He's like,
finally
I've been
paying off.
digging this ass since
Yeah,
2018.
he's like, it's finally paying off. Damn it, it's finally paying off.
As soon as he got the word from Amy Pascal, he just completely like stood up off the bed and just like clicked his heels and he was like, yippee.
Yeah,
Like walked out. Put his hat on and everything.
he's just like, hey, see you around, maybe. Like,
He doesn't call for 6 months. It's been revoked.
he's just
It's
like,
been revoked.
I got it. I got the characters. That's all that we needed. All it took was a couple times of getting down and dirty.
Mm, so dirty.
But I like it. I like this.
You gotta do what you gotta do
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes,
I guess the results are gonna be for the fans. So I guess that's fine.
so then that old report, because I mean, I didn't want to talk about this one. There was one that was going around where they were saying that Spider-Man's gonna get his own version of like Green Goblin and Doctor Octopus and like basically all these villains that they stuffed into No Way Home, Electro and all that. That Tom Holland's gonna get his own, right? But that apparently that there was that whole, it was still up in the air whether or not Sony was going to allow them to even rehash those characters in live action because they already, they just kind of threw them in there.
Yeah.
How much more money would they make if they just decided to do a No Way Home 2.0 and just rethrow these characters in there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's cool that they're giving them those free reign to maybe recast and maybe reuse these characters for Tom Holland himself.
Yeah. I mean, good. At least now we know we can get different iterations of these characters and not low tier motherfuckers like Vulture or Shocker or a wannabe Hydro Man or rehashings of characters we already got. So hopefully we can get new iterations of it. You know what I mean? I like to see a different Sandman, a different Doctor Octopus, a different Green Goblin. Maybe if they really wanted to, they can get into their bag and do some fucking like they could do Hobgoblin. They could do. I mean, I think it's rumored that they're doing Mr. Negative or whatever. But like
Hmm.
they can dig into these characters now. You know what I mean? Like we can get a proper Chameleon and a
Hmm.
proper Craven. Like that would be cool.
You remember when everybody was doing like Ned's gonna be Hobgoblin in A Way Home and shit?
Yeah. Gosh. Cringe moment for the internet.
Oh my god, that shit was funny. But yeah, I can't wait for them to do a Venom movie. I really don't like their Eddie Brock pick, so hopefully we can work on that and stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, this seems pretty. This seems like the best news of 2026 so far.
Yeah.
So it has to be right. I mean, unless you like the news that that what are they doing? They're doing a new version of Venom for the kids Spider-Man and Friends.
Oh,
They're
I saw
doing
that.
a Symbi. They're doing a Symbi.
Yeah, I saw that.
They kidified Venom for him.
I guess there's two versions. There's
Is it is it still a great day to be a Spider-Man fan? Are you
uh,
gonna pop in Spider-Man
I'm not gonna watch
kids and
that kid show,
oh,
but I mean that's pretty cool. That's cool. I mean, I guess if they're gonna water down Venom, you know what I mean? They might as well do something like that.
more exposure for the character for sure.
Exactly. And then it all forged the agenda for kids to read comics, understand that Simbi is Venom, and he not only saves the day, but he eats people's heads.
Well,
That's
yeah.
a
Well, yeah,
firm
but like
connection.
when you're a child, there's no head eating, right? And then when you hit the right age of like 10 through 13 or
And
something
you
like
can
that,
pick up a
you watch
book.
like Venom chomp his first head off, and you're like, wow.
This is what we've been missing. Fuck all that.
Hmm.
What has Simbi been doing? Fuck all this kid
Right.
shit.
Right. I mean, unless you already let your kids just walk into like Deadpool and Wolverine or something
Whoa,
like
whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa. Well, I'm not saying we go that far. I'm simply saying we show them Venom.
Yeah, biting people's heads off. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. I guess Spider-Man fans rejoice. I guess Sony and Marvel found the perfect deal. They finally figured it out. And I mean, we got to be honest too. Like to Sony being as greedy as they were, knowing that all they're getting out of this deal is like box office revenue because merchandising, Spider-Man merchandising, that's all. I mean, yeah, it's Sony's design, it's Sony stuff, so they get a percentage or whatever, but Disney gets a percentage because it's Spider-Man merch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even the Spider-Man games, Disney gets a percentage because it's Spider-Man game. You know what I mean? Sony gets percentage, but they still kick money back. The only big cut that they really usually get is because of like how well these Spider-Man movies have been doing, especially with like, Tom Holland under Kevin Feige's watch, the Spider-Man movies have been doing the best, the best that they've ever done, ever since Tobey Maguire has been Spider-Man. Same thing with Andrew Garfield. Like Tom Holland has been like the definitive most propped up Spider-Man because of the MCU. So it's
Yeah.
like you might as well just give them the characters.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I think that it's also addressing the point that Sony probably doesn't have any other alternatives, to be trying to bounce back between a new Spider-Man and whatever the fuck going on here. I mean,
Hmm.
rather than do the obvious like, oh, let's do fucking a Spider-Man 29 movie or a Ben Riley movie or whatever, they'd rather not compete and just share the game. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's fine.
Well, yeah, because I mean, why fight for your favorite Spider-Man when you could just go to one Spider-Man and gain the most output?
Exactly. They know like this is the most lucrative option. What the fuck they were doing before?
Hold on.
This is the most lucrative idea going forward. Why Sony took so long to be like, oh hey, let's just lend you the characters and we can share the money. Why were they messing around with fucking? Oh no, keep Spider Man. Use only the few villains we give you. Throw in an Iron Man reference, Doctor Strange, whoever the fuck. We are gonna be doing villain spin-offs without Spider Man, and then we're gonna just cook. Only for them to fucking shit the pot, and now we're here. I think now they've seen their mistakes. They're like, yeesh, that was a terrible idea. Let's
We
redraw
shit the
this.
we shit the bed. We shit the bed so bad, so bad, so bad. Um, yeah, because I mean, Venom was doing really well for them.
Venom
I
was the
think
only one to get us all the trilogy, and even then, the third one barely made back its money. So
because I think a lot of people were expecting him to eventually go to Tom Holland.
and they
We didn't
just
expect the villain
couldn't pull the
universe. We
trigger.
just expected, for them to merge one day. And you know, the MCU ignored them like a redheaded stepchild. It's fucked up. It's not good.
They sent his ass back to his universe. They were like, "Hey man, we don't need you." And then the one thing that they gave us immediately was like, "No." So what the fuck? What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know. Let us know what you guys think, though. Moving on, Josh, a bunch of rejections this week. WBD, Paramount, still not seeing eye to eye, still not shaking hands. Eighth rejection from WBD to Paramount. Paramount is upset. They are not happy with WBD refusing their offer multiple times. Uh, Apparently WBD has now raised their price from $30 a share, which Netflix was already bidding underneath that. They bumped it up to $34 a share. So they're trying to squeeze as much money out of Paramount as they can. Uh, Larry Ellison also gave a backing saying, "Hey, I'm gonna personally see that this money is given to you." He They still didn't take it. David Ellison said, "Hey, we're gonna take it up a notch and crank it up to court." Now writing to lawmakers, basically saying that this whole merger thing between WBD and Netflix is presumably unlawful. Saying things like, let's see, says here the said that the Netflix proposed acquisition of Warner Brothers Discovery asset was presumably unlawful, arguing that it would further cement its dominance in streaming video on demand. The letter was filed to the committee the same day it held the hearing on the streaming market, with the sale of WBD being a primary topic of discussion among lawmakers and the expert witnesses. Paramount representatives did not address the subcommittee in person, but the lawmakers have been taking written comments.
This is some sore loser shit. All right, this is Drake suing Sony for pushing, or no, Universal for pushing fucking Kendrick's music type of embarrassment. Okay, I can accept that they lost. You know what I mean? I can accept that. I can be like, hey, WBD fine with fucking 17-day movie releases. Who knows? You know what I mean? Let the box office speak when their movies flop on streaming. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But this is bad. This looks bad. Paramount. First off, no one is looking to your app for streaming. You know what I mean? Because they haven't fixed that shit. It still lags. It's
Mm-hmm.
still fucking. It's not the best.
They could
Like
have totally threw it away and went to HBO Max.
exactly. So like, man, they're dumb. I think this is dumb. I think this is a dumb way to go about things, because even the judge is probably gonna be like, hey man, they just don't want your bid. If you're throwing money at them and they don't want it,
Mm-hmm.
you're
Yeah,
clear. There's nothing you can do about it.
obviously this is nepo baby sore loser shit. Like you want something as a nepo baby, and you're like, well, I don't get it. I'm gonna pay more, and I want more. No is not really an option for a lot of these people, but at the same time, I can understand the frustration, them wanting the whole shebang, them paying above what was even offered. Netflix only paying below and only getting a portion and not getting the whole thing. It's like I'm offering you top dollar for you to give me the whole thing in whole, and you're selling it for parts somewhere else. It's like, give me what I'm paying you for. I'm giving you more money than what they're even giving you in the first place, and you're still just handing the parts out. Like
Yeah,
that's where for me it doesn't make any sense. Like I'm offering you top dollar for the whole shebang, and you're looking at me shaking my hand saying, "Okay, well we could make a deal about that." Right underneath that, you're saying, "No, well I actually like that they're gonna pay me less, and I can only give them a part of it."
exactly. I mean, I don't like WBD going to Netflix. We all know Paramount should have taken it, But this is desperation. This is another level of desperation. And like, what's gonna happen? Wait, okay, you sue Netflix. Best case scenario, you win. It doesn't go through. You think they're gonna want to work with you at that point? No.
What, the WBD?
Yeah, to Paramount. You know what I mean?
Mm.
They say best case scenario. They're fucking. They're the judge is like, hey man, that's unlawful. Not only did you not hear their bids out, but you immediately went for Netflix, who paid you top dollar, and Paramount's trying to give you this, and that, and then they're like, you guys can't do this by court order. You can't merge. So why would WBD go to Paramount at that point?
Because they still want to sell.
Yeah, but after everything, I don't know. I'd be like, you're not
I
getting
mean,
my shit.
are you refusing my bid out of principle? Then you're a terrible businessman. That's the way that I see it. If you're refusing my bid because you hate the fact that I got in the middle of it and said, "Hey, my bid is better," even though, like I said, even though my bid already said I'm paying this much money, this is how much. Because apparently the portfolio from Paramount says they're gonna make so much more money, and I can't see where they wouldn't make more money than Netflix. Netflix is saying that they're gonna reduce theater. They're saying that they're gonna put more stuff content wise. Things are gonna change or whatever. Things are not gonna look the same when Netflix gets it. Paramount is making a good plea. Like I said, this is why I always thought that they should have had it in the first place. I understand the way that David Ellison is kind of looking right now. He looks like a nepo baby who can't take it no for an answer. But that's kind of like the businessman mentality, right? Like if you want something and you need it, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to pay for it. And if I'm giving you the best bid and you're refusing me still, why are you refusing me for? It just doesn't make any sense sometimes. And that's what I'm saying. Like if Zazov's doing this off pure moral and just being like, well, Paramount or whatever, for whatever reason, Paramount. What about Netflix doing the whole? I'm not gonna. We're gonna chop down box office and blah 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 blah. Like Paramount, at least I know why Paramount's desperate. If Paramount doesn't have WBD's library, Paramount doesn't have much, and it kind of sucks. I mean, how often do you go to Paramount Plus to go watch anything? Besides their app being crappy, you probably go. There's probably one good Paramount movie that probably drops out. I think the most recent one that probably some people watched but people didn't really care about was The Naked Gun. Like nobody really goes to Paramount because Paramount doesn't have a lot. Tom Cruise is like the main selling point when it came down to it. That whole Skydance stuff was the main selling point when it comes down to what Paramount has nowadays. Paramount doesn't have much. Paramount needs WBD. Paramount's willing to desperately do all this stuff because they need WBD that bad. Netflix probably is playing it calm and cool, and that's why Zazov's kind of over there a little bit more. They're like, hey, man, we need you, but we don't need you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just give me the parts that I need, and that's it.
Yeah, but I mean, still, I don't know. This is just a bad look. I think this is dumb.
But
I think this is
mm,
ridiculous.
what is it? Netflix is flirting. Paramount is harassment.
Yeah, yeah, that's the best way to put it. At that point,
Mm-hmm.
I would. I don't know what their deal is. I don't know why they're fighting so hard. Obviously, it's because they know that their stuff isn't that great. I mean, Transformers has been on decline. We're finally getting like something out of them. We're getting like two more TMNT
TMNT.
movies. Like Tom Cruise is gonna age out eventually. You know what I mean? So like,
Mm-hmm. Glenn Powell could be the next person up, but I mean, was it running? Did Paramount do Running Man?
I think so. I thought that was Skydance. I won't lie.
Let me see.
I think either way, this is a bad look for Paramount. This is like, when you're not playing with me, when you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, I mean that is there is there a little bit of a is there a little bit of an argument behind that when, like I said, you're paying top dollar, you're paying more than what the competitor's paying, and your guy's still looking at you saying, "Well, no." I mean, it's a free country. You could still refuse money, but it's like,
It just stinks of desperation.
unfortunately, unfortunately,
Oh yeah, it is Paramount.
it was.
Yes,
Yeah,
Paramount.
Paramount Pictures. Yeah,
Yeah,
Domain
Paramount Pictures.
Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, And even then, that movie didn't even do too well for them. So I mean, it's like you can have somebody to replace Tom Cruise, but do you have movies and a franchise that can do something like that too? No. Unfortunately, Paramount don't have that. WBD has all that. They have franchises and all this, that, and galore. So Paramount could really benefit off that. Netflix has all their IPs. They got a bunch of IPs. Paramount, not
That's
that
just because
much.
Netflix just be doing shit. You know what I mean? They like and like yeah, yes, some of it is garbage, some of it sucks, and a lot of them are streaming movies that you basically look at and you're not meant to pay attention to whatever, but they do have IPs. They have everything. Who's to say what what they'll do with Harry Potter, DC, all these things? Like, who's to say that it won't be in the greatest of hands? We just don't like their model for the box office. That's my big issue. That's my problem. That's a huge
Well,
red
I
flag in
mean,
the
you don't
ground.
like the way that Netflix makes their movies either because you don't like the way they look.
Exactly.
We don't like their CGI.
It's all gonna be
We don't
bad.
like. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that we don't like about Netflix that Paramount does better. But
This is just
Paramount just doesn't have the IP and the I guess the creative team behind it to back up and do more.
yeah, basically yeah. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're. I know why they're pushing so hard, but it's desperation. It smells like desperation.
Yeah, and that's probably why they're just not budging. Cause I mean, what is it like? Once you tell them no, it's no, and I mean, you could keep being like, oh, you can keep coming to you could walk through the mall and they offer to clean your sneakers. You could be like, well, no, and if they're like, well, come on, I'll do both of them, and it's like, well, I'm okay. Maybe when I come back, and then when you're walking back, they're like, "Hey, man, come on, come over here." It's like, no, okay, now you're just doing too much. If I wanted it, I would have walked back, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if I wanted,
It's unlawful
right?
for you not to pay me after cleaning your shoes. They said.
Right. That's another thing too. They're like, "You want to do a donation?" It's like, dude, I didn't even ask for this. You walked up to me, dude. Remember that. Remember that. But yeah, Paramount's still getting refused. WBD is still apparently taking bids and willing to look. I'm assuming WBD knows something about Paramount that we don't, where they just feel like they can just dribble out money to the point where, um, till basically they're satisfied. Um, but nothing has budged. Nothing has given. Netflix is still on the road to get WBD, and Paramount is still trying their hardest. They're writing letters to lawmakers to make this stop. So this got to be, it got to be stopped. Apparently,
Yeah, I guess they're just moving desperately. That's what Paramount's doing in the Big 26. That's the way we're moving. Desperation.
what's that Eminem song? Let us know what you guys think. Check it out. I mean, Paramount is just not taking no for an answer. Were you on the Netflix side or the Paramount side? I'm still on the Paramount side. I'm hoping Paramount
I
do
was
better.
on the Paramount side, but now it's looking weird because they're doing dumb shit. I have my problems with Netflix and
They're not
WBD.
doing dumb shit. They're just fighting. They're fighting.
There's
It's not dumb
nothing
shit.
that the court of law will do other than be like, no. And in which case, if they say no and they order them not to merge, I don't think WBD is going to go to Paramount. Not after this. Not after
They
being
still
told
gotta
lawfully
sell.
no.
They still have to sell.
They
My thing is too is that like isn't Paramount basically
give it
doing
to
the same
Sony.
thing?
Give it to Sony at that point.
The judge goes, neither of you guys get it. Lionsgate gets it.
I'd I'd be like, you know what, fine. You know what? I guess. You know what I mean? I guess if we're coming out with something, we're gonna let the underdog take it. You know what I mean?
Right. Universal gets it, and then Nolan gets to be happy again. Right.
Exactly.
Basically. But let us know what you guys think. Moving on, Josh. Apparently, it's happening officially. Apparently, this time. I don't know. Kathleen Kennedy is now walking away from Star Wars. She is getting ready to walk on out. She already has named her successors. Two of them. They are going the DCU route where they're getting a financial head and a creative head to basically run Star Wars for the next few years. Dave Filoni, the man himself, the man we've been saying, hey, he should probably be the guy up top, will now be the guy up top. But unfortunately, he is sharing a chair with Lynwan Brennan. So where Kathleen Kennedy had all the control to say stop, go, Dave Filoni has to share that power with somebody across the way. They're sharing an office and their desks are across the way. And he's like, "Hey, I want to green light another Ahsoka series. I need more Ahsoka." And she's just like, "Dude, we've had enough Ahsoka, right?" Like she's the one who gets to say, "Hey, this is gonna get greenlit. This isn't." Dave Filoni gets to be the creative head who says, "Hey, these are the things that I think would be good for like a show and or a movie or whatever." And blah blah blah. Sounds like a good duo. Sounds like it might work. Uh, we know Dave Filoni's been working there for years. Lynwan Brennan has been working for Lucasfilm for years as well. She's been doing management, financial management for them for years. So I mean, they they're basically good to work together. Why I think Kathleen Kennedy walks away and thinks like, I thought I could do it myself, but you guys need a team. Is like, okay, well, maybe you needed one too, bitch." I don't know.
She probably did. You know what I mean? I think her creative mindset just wasn't there, and with Filoni constantly probably giving her ideas, she just didn't know the best way to execute because she was thinking, well, how can we put this and also make it lucrative for the box office or whatever? And he'd have to be like, well, I don't know.
Mm,
That's at that point it's your job. I'm just telling you how to do it. If I'm coming up to
yeah.
you and be like, hey, let's make a movie that connects these things, and you're worried about the money and all that stuff, we can figure it out. I have the plan for the creativeness to go into it. You just got to figure out the money side. Who we gonna pay? Who gonna be in this bitch? How much money we got? Is it Are we gonna be like $3 in a dream? Do we have to actually shoot up to space for this bitch? Like you would have to figure that out. And so if she couldn't do it, you're probably right. She probably needed someone like Filoni. I don't have a problem with Filoni. I think the way the Star Wars fandom was reacting to this when they heard it was abysmal and disgusting because we gonna sit here and act like Filoni and give us some good shit. I don't know. I don't know, but I think it's great. This is what my idea has always been. He needs to be creative because this is what he's good at, and we need someone else to push the paper. So if they work better in tandem, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah, maybe a duel would be better. But I wonder how this is gonna work out. Like, it's gonna be cool to see like the different in quality and stuff like that because over there at the DCU, I mean, you could tell that nobody's really met uh, up until maybe Supergirl, but like quality wise, things are kind of just willy nilly over there. Kevin Feige, we got into a point where he was making great stuff, and then he kind of got clogged up for a little bit. So hopefully he gets that little bounce back. But it's still cool to see like a two head, a one head, and now we're getting another two head of basically of management, and we're gonna have to wait and see how like Star Wars basically shakes up from there. If we start getting multiple Ahsoka shows and spinoffs, we need to pull the plug. We need to say stop. Filoni, hey man, chill the fuck out, dude. How about that one? Hmm.
Yes, I think overexposure of Ahsoka will be a problem. But I think that's the thing. I think he has his little fix with the show, and I think that'll last him for a cool minute, especially since season two is like around the corner. That's fine. I don't mind that. But obviously, yeah, shoehorning her in will be an issue.
We need another a Clone Wars like series, greenlit ASAP.
I know he needs to put in work into something like it's time to start digging into the goddamn original trilogy era and the Skywalker era. I mean the
Do
sequel
the High
era.
Republic era and the Clone Wars animation. That'd be sick.
We're not there yet. We'll get
We're
there.
never gonna get there.
If after the acolyte, I think we can hold off.
But in Clone Wars, it could be done right. It could be done with justice.
Maybe. I kind of like the route they're going with the tales of so and so. So that's
Hmm.
fine. I like that. I don't mind Ahsoka. I know you have a problem with it. Um, we're getting our movies back.
Hold on.
So
Ezra, go over there. No, no, no. Go that way. You gotta go that way. Go with mommy. Go with mommy. Bye bye. Bye bye. Take him with you. Mm-mm. Hey, he needs a diaper change. Take a diaper to your mom. Yeah, really bad. Close it up. Bye. Thank you. All right, go. One, two, three.
we're getting our movies back. So I think we're in the right direction for Star Wars to finally hit that up ramp. If Kathleen Kennedy is going out of business, I mean, she's been going out of business for almost 20 years now. We'll be all right. You know what I mean? I hope this is real. I hope this isn't some bullshit where she's just like, I'm not fucking leaving. You know what I mean? Like, I hope she goes, and I hope we actually get some good stuff out of it. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see Starfighter, and I'm excited to see Mando for the most part. So I'm down. I'm down for this. I don't mind this. I think the Star Wars fandom just doesn't know what's good between anything else. They weren't satisfied with Kathleen Kennedy. The one guy pushing the good stuff. I mean, even if you think it's like nostalgia or whatever, the one guy pushing that shit, actually feeding into that stuff that that gets the fandom going. I think the best parts of Ahsoka were the Hayden Christensen parts and the Clone Wars parts and all that stuff.
Mm.
So like if you're getting more of that, like you would think the fandom would respond kindly, but no. Star Wars theory in them, they're always just like this is ridiculous and all that stuff. So fuck them.
Because I mean, I could defend that a little bit. It's because the writing and shit has been pretty bad. Like the way that, come on, dude, Obi-Wan, they like he couldn't walk around a laser gate, dude. Shit's crazy. They fucking put a little girl under a trench coat and was like, "Oh, you don't see four legs walking under this trench coat, Empire scums." Like, you don't walk into a military base and you can't just like not spot out somebody who's not supposed to be on the military base. It's fucking crazy. So it's like there's so much stuff that like happened within these shows that were just so like dumb, and then it felt like there was like little bandages with this whole nostalgia stuff, because like yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi, like that show for the most part wasn't really that good. The best stuff that happened was between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, and that only happened like twice in the show. Everything else was kind of like, okay, that's fine. I mean, Luke running away from Reva and not looking back, and that's the reason why he didn't know that there was space wizards out there. Is It's a stretch, but I mean, I'll take it, I
That's
guess.
why that wasn't Filoni's fault though. Like that was like
No, yeah,
that's
that's what I'm
from
saying though.
Kathleen Kennedy and them.
That's where all the stuff came in though, where like the doubters came in. Is that like you don't just use Filoni as a patch up job. So hopefully he gets that extra leg room and that money and the to put writers behind it to get somebody to write, because I mean
Yeah.
he even wrote some of the episodes within Ahsoka, and to be honest, maybe the same writing that he does for the cartoon just doesn't work for live action.
Yeah, you might be right with that. I don't know, man. I just think we're probably heading in the right direction, especially if Kathleen Kennedy is leaving, as they keep saying she's supposed to be.
I think it's yeah, right direction, but I still think it's funny how she walks out and is like, "This was a two-man job."
She's just
It's
like it's.
like,
She's gonna
wow.
look back, see that he's bringing in like so much stuff, greenlighting so many things. Understand that he's gonna get Star Wars where it needs to be, and then she's gonna look back and be like, "Huh, what? I wonder why I couldn't do that." And it's because you couldn't listen to the one motherfucker trying to tie everything up.
That is true. That is true. Whoever's idea was it to kill Han Solo is crazy.
Her and Abrams.
That's all
Anyway,
I needed. Yeah, let us know what you guys think though. Moving on, moving on. We're here at the trailers, the last trailers. We have a red trailer. Okay, are you grown?
I got my big boy pants on.
All right, bet. They will kill you is what the movie's called. I think Zazie Beats is in this one. Yes, Zazie Beats, Patterson Joseph, Tom Felton. Oh, Tom Felton. Oh, Malfoy himself will be in this movie.
Oh wow.
So that's gonna be a treat. They will kill you. I don't know what it's about. This is from Warner Brothers. Jump right in.
Yeah.
The Virgil was built in 1923. Today, it's one of the most exclusive buildings in Manhattan.
Hi, I'm the new maid.
With such wealth comes the expectation of the highest quality of service.
It's a lot of locks.
This building is a temple to Satan. Each month we must pay with a human sacrifice. Tonight, you are the offering. Gotcha.
You little shit! There has to be a way out of here.
The building was designed to be a death trap.
Our offering is on the loose. Be on the lookout. I just dropped her picture in the group chat.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
No, bitch. Fuck you.
Fuck you!
I don't know what is going on in here. But Ray, I am in a forgiving mood. Who the fuck are you?
Where did you learn how to fight like that?
Prison.
Looks pretty good. I think it has some issues with the fighting scenes. Maybe like this feels very like low budget for me. I don't know what the vibe is. Maybe it's
Kind of
just
like what's that movie that we just watched? Boy Kills World.
yeah.
Bill Skarsgård.
It gives me that. Not bad though. I like that. It wasn't bad. I haven't seen the Zazie Beats in anything since Bullet Train. I guess everybody's making a comeback from that, so that's fine. You know what I mean? I guess we're okay.
Hmm. Andy Muschietti's producing it, so that's not bad. Skolov is directing it. Zazie Beats looks cool. I do think that they obviously gave way too much away in the trailer.
Oh
Seems
yeah,
like a Ready or Not in the hotel. I don't know if you've seen
yeah,
Ready or Not with what's her face?
yeah. The sequel's coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out pretty soon. But basically, Ready or Not in a hotel, they get an offering, and I guess she's basically finding the whole hotel. So I'm assuming there's gonna be more killings than what we saw in this trailer. But for the most part, I feel like they gave us a lot. They could have gave us, a little bit and teased it a little bit, and kind of still let us know that this is gonna be like a Ready or Not type film. But I mean, I don't know. They kind of gave a lot away. I'm down for it. It's just it just screamed no confidence. Like, oh, come watch me, please. Like, please come watch me. Like, I'm gonna give you everything.
Yeah, yeah. Like it felt like it looks like I guess Tom Felton isn't gonna be in there long. Like it felt like there was a lot of kills in this one that probably could have waited.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Well, of course he can't be there long. He has to go back to Broadway and do Harry Potter.
no, yeah, that's right. He's still playing Draco over there.
Is he playing Draco? Or is he playing the father now?
Well, yeah, no, he's playing like adult Draco.
Mm. Let it go, man. Let it go.
That was like the big thing. I saw all the like the little clips on TikTok of the play, because they haven't really made that one into a movie yet for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess he gets major applause for coming back as Malfoy.
Mm-hmm. I seen a clip of him getting like a standing ovation and shit like that.
Yeah,
Man, and like this man is famous for saying Potter, just like in the way that he says it. He's like Potter. It is like, oh my God, like everybody just loves him when he says it. It's crazy.
yeah. I guess iconic in
Mm-hmm.
in its way, and they think they can replicate this thing for HBO Max. It's not gonna work.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But let us know what you guys think. Check out the trailer. They will kill you. It's on YouTube right now. It looks good. Worth a shot to watch, but just the trailer gives way too much away, in my opinion. But we'll have to wait and see. Moving on, the death of Robin Hood. Hugh Jackman, Bill Skarsgård, Jodie Comer. Um, I don't know. So it's a take of Robin Hood from A24. I mean,
Right.
what else can we ask for? Hugh Jackman's in it.
Okay. It's gonna be like oh, your sick, twisted mind is crazy, and here's a needle drop, and think about this in a provocative way, like that, like what I mean, like it. A24, I love you, but holy shit, you
No,
you
I
you let
think
out
this
some
one's gonna be
doozies.
taken seriously. It looks more like a hunter-gatherer type film.
That's what they want you to think, and then they fail. So let's just get into it.
All right, let's jump in.
Would you like to know a secret? People speak of Robin Hood, tell his stories. They're all lies. He was not a hero. You were a murderous brigand. We were monsters. I am the outlaw. Robin Hood.
Groweth sad and bloweth mad and springeth the word anew.
I owe you an apology. You begged for me to let you die. What's your name?
Can you make for me?
Want me to make you a bow? All right. What happened to her?
Terrible things. I help those who come to this island. And people change their course.
I've killed so many I could not give you a count. It's a curse. There are bad people out there. I fear our blood debts will follow her. I'll keep you safe. I will keep you safe.
So wait,
This is
I don't get
Logan.
it. So is this is like Robin Hood didn't give to the poor, like he was just an asshole and just killed people?
I think he was. I think they're just doing a more adult spin where he killed those and took the wealth and then gave it away. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's what the vibes are. But this feels like Logan, but Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like here's a kid. He has to protect her. Uh, he's not who he used to be. He's not some hero. He was a thief, a murderer, whatever. And it looks like there's gonna be a final battle where he has to go and rehash these things and come to terms with who he is as a person. It feels like Logan, but it's Robin Hood.
You telling me they just they're just doing Old Man Logan and Robin Hood?
That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. You didn't get that vibe? That's exactly what I was getting
That's
from this
now that
trailer.
you're saying it, yeah, dude. I was more thinking like, what the fuck? Like they're just doing like a take of Robin Hood like out of his prime. But now that you're like saying it like that, I'm like, yeah, it's old man Logan.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I don't mind it. I like Hugh Jackman. But, you know, we need to be realistic about what we're doing here.
I'm trying to see. I don't know if I saw Bill Skarsgård. I don't know if he was like the villain.
I thought he was
he
in
the
the
one
armor. Yeah, no, that wasn't him.
No, that's not him.
I don't know. I guess he's in a mysterious role. Maybe he's the royalty. You know, he's coming back not just to kill the village, but the royalty that's in that part of the town or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see too. Like if unless that's him right there.
They're just having one final battle.
Oh, he wound up beating him or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, Old Man Logan, Robin Hood. I mean, if you're down for it, you're down for it.
I'm down.
I guess I'll watch it
down.
on streaming.
Yeah.
A24. A24. What are you doing, A24? You're just sneaking shit in at this
Just
point. You're
rehashing
just like,
shit. Reheating up my goddamn nachos.
Well, same thing. Like I told you with Amazon too. That movie, The Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You're just reheating old nachos, dude, in your own shitty pack. You didn't even go to Food Max to get that shit. You went to like Dollar General.
This is great value nachos.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing here? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Let us know what you guys think, though. Check out the trailer, The Death of Robin Hood, on YouTube right now. Moving on, we have Jason Momoa, Dave Bautista. Okay, The Wrecking Crew for Amazon Prime. Amazon has been kind of, very hit and miss with their movies, I would say. But
Let's just
they
go.
do their best.
Let's just
I mean,
go.
you like Jason Momoa.
I like both of these. Well, I like them together. I don't know. Let's go.
Let's smash our toys together. Let's go.
This doesn't happen here every day. I can't have two guys who look like they eat steroid pancakes for breakfast, turning my island into Beirut!
Detective, that is uncalled for. Are you gaslighting us?
You want to tell me why the Yakuza want you dead?
You have to ask them. Yakuza? That's what that was? You blew up my car.
I blew up their car and then it landed on yours.
They just blew up your car.
You just stir up trouble. That's what you do. That's what I do because I'm a cop.
Not here, you're not. Our father was murdered. Was it hit and run? I don't think so.
Whoa.
They tried to kill me. Sword fight. This should be fun.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
We gotta find out who killed him.
I guarantee you'll end up poking a bear that doesn't want to be poked.
Take my word for it when I tell you that I'm the bear.
Ninjas on bikes.
That's talking more shooting. You got fat. You got old.
So, you two been chasing murderers in a minivan?
Yeah, he blew up my other car.
Yeah,
That's not what happened.
surprised me at all.
Literally what happened. No, it's not.
Why does your car go faster?
Okay, split up. You guys look like The Rock screwed himself and had twins.
So that wasn't it. Okay, I was trying to figure out if that was him or not.
So,
Looks kind of funny, but this is
yeah,
very much a streaming movie.
yeah, Prime doing this thing where they put all their action stars in a minivan because they're like, "Oh, this is funny." It was funny the first time. We're in the third fucking movie that I've seen this trope happen, and I'm like, it's done being funny. I just seen it in the trailer. It's done being funny.
Yeah,
That's not even funny anymore.
yeah. I mean, there was some comedic lines. I have no doubt that Bautista and Momoa can be a good dynamic duo. I just don't know. I don't think the Prime movie is, you know,
You
the
don't
way to
watch a lot
go.
of Prime movies.
I don't.
Did you watch Heads of State yet?
No, I haven't.
You don't watch anything I tell you to watch.
That's because
I should just
they
choke you out,
look
dude.
they look like higher end Netflix movies, and that's not even saying much because their CGI still sucks.
You still gotta try them out, dude.
I know.
Flavor of the week, dude.
I know. I will get to it.
All right, cool. That's what I like to hear, and you never get to it. Is what I don't like to hear.
Invincible season is coming. I'm going to need Prime.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But this looks pretty fun. It looked cool. Will I still watch it? Yes. I mean, Prime's been a, a they've been trying to give you movies that where you're like, oh yeah, this is funny, and then they just make movies that are like, oh, this is not as funny as I thought, and then they give you action movies, and you're like, wow, this is actiony, and it's like the Tomorrow War. It's like I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, Prime. They'll put out a banger like Roadhouse, and then they'll fucking just shit on everything else.
I'll have to wait and see though. The Wrecking Crew. Check out the trailer on YouTube right now. Let us know what you guys think. Moving on. Gale, the Yellow Brick Road. If you loved Wicked, now we're here with a horror Wicked, okay? A horror take on the Yellow Brick Road. Chloe Crump, and Laura K. Bailey. I don't know much about this movie, but it's supposed to be a return to Oz, Dorothy, all that stuff in this movie. Are you down?
I guess, man. I don't know what the fascination is with this world. I think it's been told to death. There's no other way to spin it. And if it's a horror one, we know exactly what to expect. So let's just go.
They told me Oz was just a story. A fairy tale my grandmother dreamed up after the storm.
How do you know Dorothy?
I don't.
Then why are you here? For nearly 20 years. Since I've known her, she can't have said more than 4 words to me.
My mother tried to bury our secret. She called it family madness.
Are you ready for today's session?
But you can't hide from something that knows your name.
Now we'll begin.
She said she saved me by hiding Oz, abandoning it, leaving it to die so that I might live. I see their faces, the witches, the patched-together creature, the man made of tin, the wheeler.
Stay away from us!
I see the same yellow brick road, the same shadows, voices calling from behind the wind. Now Oz is awake again. And whatever began with my grandmother is coming back to finish with me.
Yeah. Looks like they made it in their front yard. I thought this was gonna be a little bit better. It looks like that Hellboy movie that we saw the trailer of that we never watched the movie for, that nobody ever cared about. Welcome to 2026, man.
Yeah,
We're
man.
here.
I guess we're just doing shit. Like what? Okay. If I'm trying to read it right, the witch is evil, obviously. But the Tin Man looks like he was wearing a suit made of skin. That's a metaphor. He's trying to be normal. He needs a heart. Hooray! What is it? The Scarecrow. He's a man stitched together. They probably fucking snowman Frosty the Snowman, that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So he came to life. The lion is probably some hunter, right? Like that's the way we're thinking. That's the what I'm thinking. The witch is this person that what I'm assuming is putting it all together. I think she's the one making these horrors come to life. Probably, there probably won't be no Wizard of Oz because he's a fraud, and there probably won't be no Glinda.
Well, probably not.
This is a big fucking leap from Wicked. They just oh my goodness, they just love doing this shit where they're like, let's take it and dial it up to 100. And what's unsettling? The Tin Man wanting to be a human, the Scarecrow being a stitched up man, the Lion, which I don't think we saw a glimpse of. I can only assume is gonna be some hunter type.
Mm-hmm. No, we saw the monkeys. We saw the scarecrow. We saw like the yellow brick road. Maybe that's a monkey. Whatever was in this tunnel, I'm not sure. Clicking.
And
Yeah, I don't think I saw the line.
why aren't her shoes red? Is the question.
Yeah, they did silver, huh?
Oh yeah, unless they turn red.
We're not
Or
trying to get sued.
or yeah, are the red shoes copywritten?
I'm pretty sure. Well, no, I mean it's part of the story. I don't know. They probably were just like, "Hey man, we just don't we do not want to get sued. We do not want to get sued."
I'm trying to think. You know how they do that. Like the story can be
Mm-hmm.
like public domain, but certain aspects of it is still under copyright laws. Like Superman is public domain, but like his original version, and the crest is also like you know what I mean, copywritten. So you can't even use the S.
Yeah, his old crest is in the public domain already, though.
Yeah. So like, you know what I mean? Who
Mm.
what are we doing here? Type shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I'm seeing this in theaters. I could probably stream it.
This is
If I
probably like one of those like Winnie the Pooh movies
I know
that you
they're
can
gonna do that
watch.
shit to Pluto now that he's in the public domain.
Fuck.
They're gonna like Cujo that motherfucker. I can feel it.
Mm, I don't know. But this is interesting. This is an interesting watch. I love these. I love watching these trailers because you're just like, wow, I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch this. We'll have to wait and see though. Check out the trailer though. Gale Yellow Brick Road out right now on YouTube. With that being said though, that's the last topic on this episode. Any topics we should be talking about? Any movies you want us to review? You want to hear your voice on one of these episodes? Josh, let them know where they could do that.
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and FilmBros Podcast. Post on episodes are up. You can hit us up there for any news or movies you want us to cover. Buzzsprout, link in the source I just gave you. It's like a Patreon. You subscribe. You have the show go. Greatly appreciate it. Listen to us anywhere you get your podcast at FilmBros Podcast, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts. Again, wherever you get your podcast. Be part of the conversation. Twitch at FilmBros Podcast. So I'll send down. Subscribe to YouTube at FilmBros Podcast.
And with that being said, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later.